Donna Schwartz here from the Everything Saxophone podcast, day 3 at NAMM 2023. These podcasts are sponsored by Rovner Products, and I'm so happy every year I get a chance to interview Jody Espina from JodyJazz, and he's got something awesome. Well, every time he has something awesome, but this year he's got something totally awesome. For those of you that play the DV series on Alto, like I do, we've got something very special. Welcome, Jody.
Hey, Donna. Thanks for being here. Thanks for doing this again.
Of course.
Always love your podcasts and the interviews you do.
Thank you.
So, really excited about this new mouthpiece, the DV-HR. The DV has been so popular, and so many players, when they play it, they go, wow, I love that.
That's true.
I love that. Some they say, that's the best metal mouthpiece I've ever played. I'm always offended by that. Well, that's the best mouthpiece you ever played. And like many Meyer players, they really love it, but they just don't want to go metal. It's that different shape in the mouth. Yeah. It's just something in their head, whatever it is. And so finally came out with a hard rubber version of the DV. And it's kind of what you would expect it to be, I think. It's got all the DV power, the free blowing thing, the bottom in the sound, but it's a little warmer. And I let it just go where it wanted to go. And so far, every Meyer player has totally loved it.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a little more power than that, but it's still totally, you can play a straight ahead gig with it. You can play your funk gigs. And I always say this, but any good mouthpiece should be quite versatile. You should be able to play Paul Desmond to Sanborn to whoever you want to go to, Cannonball.
Absolutely, for sure. And your mouthpieces have had that versatility, for sure.
Oh, thanks. So it's got the secondary window. That's one of the prime features of the DV, which is introducing that mid and bottom in that mouthpiece that has the shallower chamber to give it the power. So that's what I always wanted, that combination, power and quality sound.
And depth and presence.
Yeah.
Awesome. And we can see a big picture right here on the wall. That's why we chose this spot. It looks that beautiful, and I think you've got one on.
Yes,
now.
This is mine when we were prototyping and everything. This is the final version, but we didn't plate it, so it's got the gold plating. And the gold plating, it's hard to say, right? But because plating is a subtle thing. But when we plate something silver and gold, I do literally blindfold tests, and I have people hand me stuff. We find the silver a little brighter, and the gold warms up things.
Interesting.
So,
okay.
Yeah, it's really weird how material and things work.
And that's going to be like a prized possession at some point. That's going to be over thousands of dollars of value. But you know what? Can we do this? Can we hear you?
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, that was awesome. Well, first of all, if you don't know this by now, you should. He's an incredible player, okay? And every time there's a jam happening here, he's running, he's playing, and he's playing awesome. He's incredible. But you know what? I hear the warmth in that because I play the DV metal. I've been playing. I got mine when you were in New York.
Yep.
That's how old mine is. So I can hear the warmth in that. That's incredible.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Great licks, too, by the way. Great vocabulary right there.
It definitely is. Got that thing to it. I've been playing it now for several months. I did a couple of concerts on it, and really fun.
Oh, cool.
So come on over to the website and take a look. We have a few videos there, and we're just producing them now, so you should be able to get them very soon. Like, they should be in stores by the beginning of May.
Got it. Okay.
Somewhere about that. And basically, we're just trying to make as many as we can. The response has been stupid ridiculous.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, so super happy. And we're having a great show here. This is in April, this show. So it's still not back to January. But for us, it's just tremendous, and we're getting to see a lot of dealers, especially dealers from foreign countries that couldn't come here over the pandemic.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And a lot of players. So it's a great show.
Yeah, every time I try to come over here for an interview, I can't because he's so busy. And also, we're early in the morning on day 3. So if I've got massive bags under my eyes, that's why. He was kind enough to come in. This is the only time we get here where there's the least amount of noise.
That's before the show starts. So
yes, pre-show.
That's great.
Pre-show. Yeah. But there's one more thing that I'd love for you to show us. And Danielle Walker told me about this yesterday. You've got a band director's kit.
Oh, yeah.
That is snazzy.
You know what? It's early in the morning, and
they're locked up.
The case is locked up, and of course I don't have the key. So
could you talk about it though?
Well, yeah, it's this box, and it's got 5 mouthpieces in it. We have them actually for all 3 companies. For Russo, for the concert band sax section. We have it for Shedville, for the clarinet section, become clarinet mouthpieces, bass clarinet. And in this JodyJazz, it's for the jazz band sax section. And it'll have 2 altos, 2 tenors, and a baritone. It's the HR Star, which is the most popular mouthpiece. Easy transition mouthpiece for people coming from a classical mouthpiece. They can just jump right on that as long as they do a little softer reed for a jazz mouthpiece.
Right.
And then on the box, there's a sticker, and it has this QR code, and it's going to take them to this band director resource page where we've got videos and articles about how to get that jazzy sound, a bunch of different things.
Great.
And the cool thing is that recently the Count Basie Orchestra, the sax section, became JodyJazz endorsers.
That's awesome.
And in our factory, they played 1 o'clock jump. That's beep boo dee boo doo dee da bay dee dee doo be da.
Yep.
And they're burning, and the sound is so huge. And the baritone, they go, oh, our baritone player is finally coming through, and with the mouthpieces.
Cool.
So when you go on the QR code, they see that video. The sax section can listen to that. We legally license the music, so we can have them print out the first 4 bars. If the sax section plays a video before JodyJazz Mouthpieces, they play those 4 bars, and then after, with the JodyJazz, and they play those 4 bars, they send it to us. We're going to send them free T-shirts, and we got a new T-shirt that's really cool.
Now, that's okay. So much stuff there, so much gold there for sure. Number 1, you're taking a bass line, and then you're taking the after, which is awesome. But number 2, ears before anything else.
Yeah,
you're encouraging these kids to listen.
Listen how they do it.
Yeah, not just notes and rhythms. It's everything. It's the sound. It's the intricacies. It's the nuances. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we're excited to get that out. The dealers are really liking the idea. And I know band directors, they're the hardest working people in the world.
Yeah.
And so anything we can do to help, and that's like a one solution kit that all of a sudden, bam, their sax section has this confidence and joy of playing. Now he's not, come on, saxes, come on, give us more.
Right.
Because all day in the concert band, he's saying, saxes, be quiet.
Yeah.
It's true. So we're excited about that too. Yeah.
Now, let me ask you something. With that kit, so, people have different tip opening sizes and that kind of thing. How do you address that?
We have 2 versions of the JodyJazz. One is for, we'll call it the mid, what do you call that?
Middle school or
something? Yeah, middle school.
I was thinking that. Okay.
So that's a 5 and a 6 alto and a 6 5-star, 6-star tenor and a 6 baritone. So those pretty much anybody can play. And we tell them, give the larger tip to the player who practices more. And that it's a basic rule. And then the second kit is for the high school. It's 6 and 7 alto, 6-star, 7-star tenor, I think 7 baritone.
Got it.
And kind of keep it simple like that. It usually works. Yeah.
That's cool. This is great. And, for those, I have a lot of saxophone players, enthusiasts. If you know any band directors, saxophone teachers, even in private schools or running private community groups, even your community jazz ensembles, perk your ears up to pay attention to this. JodyJazz.com, right?
Yep.
JodyJazz.com. Also check them out on Instagram, Facebook, and all those types of things. But definitely look at this. I was looking at the kit yesterday with Danielle. It's awesome. And just the fact that you have this QR code, you get access to all these other types of things in there as well, especially for the young kids. Getting them hearing, getting them listening as opposed to staring at a sheet of music, I think that's brilliant. I think it's gold.
You're the best. I ought to hire you. Golly. Jeez, I can't talk like that. That's burning.
Well,
thank you.
No, listen, I interview so many people, and I love you. You're awesome. You've done so much. I mean, I am so happy for you because I remember, again, when you came out, you were in New York, and I remember walking up the steps, checking out the mouthpiece.
Long staircase.
Long steps going upstairs.
The Bronx. Did you come to the Bronx?
No, I was in Manhattan.
Okay.
Oh, you're the Bronx. I didn't even know about the Bronx.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was before.
Oh, God.
You came in White Street. Okay. We had an elevator.
Oh, I didn't even know. I needed the exercise, apparently. But I just remember going up there and you helping me out. But I also have my JodyJazz Classic. Now, wrong tip owning size for me. I have like a 9 Alto, but I never sold it. I'm not going to because I'm keeping it for posterity. But because it's awesome, right? But wow, from there to what you're doing here, and every year, I said this to y'all yesterday, every year you come up with something new. I don't know how you do it. People don't realize how much work it takes. Like, I teach a lot of courses, that takes work, but this, you're coming up with a product. You have to come up with the designs and test it out and, make sure everything's working, and then getting the materials right, and then getting it in on time. That's crazy.
You are correct. You encapsulated a lot there. It does go into that. Yep.
Yeah. It's nuts. I see so many people that I talk to here all the time, and that's what goes into it. It's a lot of work, and people think, oh, they'll just pop out a mouthpiece. No, it takes a long time. You
know what? I invite you to the factory. I'll pay for it. You come.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. Do what you do.
Oh, my gosh.
Do a video. You'll have a great time in Savannah. And because you've done a lot for us. I love what you do. So
oh my gosh, thank you.
I'm bringing you to the factory, okay?
Yeah, you know what? And yeah, we'll actually take video. This would be awesome because I think people are going to love to see like the behind the scenes. What goes on.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that'd be awesome. Thank you.
Sure. All right.
Listen, thank you so much for your time. I know you got to get set up and everything, but I'm so glad you're having a great show, and I'm going to see you at that factory real soon, and then I'll also see you at NAMM next year.
Okay. Thanks Donna.
Cool.
Bye.